take a look at the Patriots. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shift things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and get a little bit of momentum.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And at one point, he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there's always room to add to that legacy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And it's sort of a welcome home for a former Boston College quarterback here in the Northeast. It's Matt Ryan.
Has to feel comfortable being back in that environment because he was beloved when he was on that campus in Chestnut Hill. And when we say calm, cool, and collected, that's exactly what we're talking about when it comes to Matt Ryan. Not much will ruffle him. He knows how to maintain his game and up it when the big moments need to occur.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing again, Ryan. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Harris running straight ahead, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Now Ryan. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hines, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Ryan got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now in the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here's Jake Bailey now. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Matt Ryan in the offense heading back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now Ryan on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Ryan's pass complete to Alec Lazard. A gain of 3 yards.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Ryan will throw again. And that will be incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Patriots take over. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Brady. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Throwing now is Brady. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Rodgers to return it. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and
Now Brady. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here taken in by Parker. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's swung out wide to Harris. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. I've been looking at next year's stats for the Colts in that first half, and their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked, and I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Ryan. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On second down, it's Taylor. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Here's Ryan. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they let this drive. They went 3 and out.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run once more with Taylor. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. From the 39, Ryan. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 28. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
On second and 10, Ryan forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a third and long. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On play action, now Brady. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Brady. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Brady to throw again. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Now a play fake. Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, we talk a lot about referees trying to protect quarterbacks, and no question they're going to protect number 12.
And really, truly, around the league, the intent is to protect all quarterbacks. It's just common sense.
Touchdown, Patriots! Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
Ryan finding Pittman there for the Colts' 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
Yes, sir. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 44, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Well, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 44 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. So the Patriots coming out now. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab.
Complete to Hunter Henry. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for Patriots.
On 1st down, Brady. Setting up the screen, Harris. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Such an art to dot the I. Just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
New England on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Brady, gotta have this one.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Brady's pass complete to Johnny Smith. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 44, Brady. It's brought in by Harris. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who